guys, welcome to Hannah's Backyard. Today I'm going to bring you along for like a before and after. So I haven't been out here, let's see, I've been gone for 5 days and I didn't weed at all last week. I missed my garden video. So everything's a mess, but I kind of wanted to show you how things can look, and then just with a little bit of maintenance and whatnot, you know, what it looks like after doing some work to it. I do have a lot of stuff to pull. We did have 2 storms with quite a bit of winds while I was gone, so that has taken out quite a few of the sunflowers and other things, I guess. So it's time to just start cleaning up, and I thought I'd just bring you along for before and after, and then I'll do a quick garden tour at the end. So I suppose I'll show you everything, so come along while I do some work. Okay, so this is what my onions look like. Got to get rid of this stuff here, get ready for some new things I'm starting from seed. The basil is it's a mess. It smells amazing still, but it's I don't know. Look at this kale. Everything's just so huge, but just kind of showing you kind of some of the weeds we got going on here. So I'm just gonna kind of walk through this really quick. You can see my cucumbers need to be trained up. I got pumpkins falling all over the place. Look at all these weeds here. So it's, like I said, it's a mess. I started working on this yesterday. You can see the difference. And yeah, my zucchini is starting to die back considerably, so I'm thinking there's some squash bugs in there. But you can see this cucumber is just, it's all over the place. Look how tall some of the sunflowers are. But anyway, yeah, I figured I'd take you along and show you as I clean up. Yeah, this looked like that yesterday, so come along. Okay guys, I am back. It has been, I don't know, like 5 hours. I had to change. I'm like so dirty. But I spent 3 hours in the garden getting everything cleaned up, and then another hour or so mowing grass, and then there's a break in there too. So I'm gonna shoot you guys through. This week we did get 2 storms, so that was about 2 inches of rain. Otherwise, and last week was like, we had highs like 98 for high, so it was a whole week of hot weather, which is another reason I hadn't been out here. But you're gonna notice some things. The garlic is gone, which I think we covered that in the last video with some carrots. The onions are pretty much ready to come out. I'm just kind of waiting for a good time to get them so I can dry them. So they're doing okay right now, but a lot of them are starting to fall over, so that's how I know it's ready to harvest. Otherwise, the basil is out of control. The sweet corn is ready. We actually ate our first sweet corn last night. I would have liked to eaten it a day or 2 earlier, but being that we were gone, I wasn't able to do so. I have had some tomatoes that are ripening. I ate a black crim and some of the tiger stripe artisan ones that are on the trellis. I've gotten them, or eaten them now. I had a tomato sandwich today actually, so they were super good. Yeah, peppers are really starting to produce. Everything's looking really good. In the storm, I did lose a couple sunflowers, but otherwise, everything else is staying pretty good. I did pull the zucchini, so that's gone. It died while I was gone. I'm not quite sure. I'm thinking the squash bugs took over. So I'm actually gonna try to start another batch of that and see how that goes. And I do have some seeds started, some seedlings that I'll probably transplant next week in the garden for some fall brassicas and whatnot. But come along through and I'll show you the garden this week, week 11. Okay, so this is an area I haven't gotten to yet. There's a lot of weeds. Basically, I would like to cut down this mint back, the peppermint back, the chives back. For flowers this week, we have the black-eyed Susans that are blooming, and the phlox are starting to bloom. What is this? Hold on here. I think this is a huge beet covered in pollen. Oh, I scared it away. Maybe it was like one of those hummingbird moths. Very neat. It was not a bee. So yeah, anyway, so that's what we have for the flowers. My echinacea plant took a huge hit in the last storm we had, but check out the gladiolas behind them. Are they not beautiful? Let me go to the other side. They look a little bit better. I don't know, these are a really pretty one. I like the purple ones. The white ones are really pretty, but I'm totally digging them this year. I think I'm gonna let them keep going here for a while, and I might start separating them and moving them somewhere else. Okay, so now we're on the actual garden part. This is where the garlic was. I have that all weeded. These are the last of the carrots that are in. They weren't quite ready. Here are the onions. As you can see, like I said, some of them are falling over. So they're definitely ready to come out. I did end up pulling some out on accident while I was weeding this. This was chard. Basically right now, this is just for my chickens. I got rid of all my lettuce. All I have left is the kale. That sunflower plant looks like it's gonna have to go. It's leaning a little bit and it's probably dying, and that's from the storm. Still have my carrots that went to seed, so I'm keeping them to collect seeds from those. The best smelling part of the garden, the basil. And my curly leaf parsley is here. That's doing really good. I put that in a bit late, and both my other parsley, flat leaf parsleys, are doing really good. Like I said, the sweet corn it was really good. Not sure if it was better than the Gotta Have It, but I did very much enjoy that. I have picked a couple of these. Look at how many tomatoes are on this plant. It's a smaller plant, but this is the Rosella. They're very good. Green zebra, huge cluster there, more green zebra. These two were Amish gold, this one and the end one, and this is the one, the volunteer, that came up all by itself. And where did I see it earlier? I think it's a cherry tomato, because I thought I saw a cherry tomato. Oh, right there. I think they might be cherry tomatoes, but I'm not quite sure yet. Let me just, these are all the green peppers. Plants are looking good. You can tell I didn't top them this year. So they're a little top heavy because they didn't bush the way I would have preferred them to. And I did pull out that one that was kind of yellow and just wasn't coming back and looking better. So I got rid of it. But let me see if I can come through here. These are just loaded. Sorry about the view. These plants, you can see all on the bottom is just tons of them. The bell peppers. So I think one of these days I'm gonna make some stuffed peppers. I did pull out the dill. It was pretty much folded over, flat on the ground, going to seed. And honestly, I didn't even keep any. Oh, I kept that one. There's one laying on the ground right there. I'm gonna try to hang it and dry it. But otherwise, the newest thing is this is a watermelon that came up as a volunteer, so I'm gonna let that go and do its thing through here, because these onions eventually will be out of here. So my marigolds are looking really pretty on this row. I wouldn't be surprised if I see a few tomatoes with some blossom end rot with how the water situation has been. So, but so far I haven't. But I wanted to show you these ox hearts. They're really cool. I've been wanting to grow them for a while just for the shape, so I'm kind of excited about them. These are my hot peppers. This is the shishitsu, which I don't believe they're hot at all. They look like my pepperoncinis that I grew a few years ago, but they are loaded. And then this is the fusilli, I think that's how you say it. And I guess I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research. These are really small, but maybe these are all supposed to be. Like maybe they don't get much bigger. Because that one looks like it's changing colors. Oops. So I don't know. I heard they're super hot, so maybe I should be careful carrying this thing around. But yeah, the cayennes, they're just getting a lot of stuff on them now. So that's looking really good. My celery, I think I'm gonna start picking some of it and harvesting and canning it. So these are the artisan ones. These are the ones I've been eating. So I got a couple plants. I tried to do one of each color. The seeds were color coded. So I do have a red one there. This one's been yellow. And these other ones haven't matured yet. Or, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? They haven't ripened yet. So I'm not quite sure what color they're going to be. And so yeah, it'll be a surprise. These are the cucumbers. I annihilated them in the middle because they were practically touching. And I just have so many here that I'm not too worried about it. So I just picked 28 cucumbers off of this. And there's more. And here's the pumpkin is the next. So I believe the pumpkins might be dying the same as the zucchini. I can show you. Everything's just kind of yellow in here, and I think it's a vine borer. But you can see the yellowing. So I don't know. I'm gonna let some of it hit the ground so it can root on the ground. You can see it's kind of spread out, but here, that's a really cool looking pumpkin. And so we're getting a couple on here. Not as much as I was hoping, but it's something. This one, the sweet pumpkins, there's lots. There's a lot of them. Like I said, zucchini's gone, so I have nothing to show you over there. These are the melons. These are the cantaloupe melons. And I was in here today, and there is tons of them in here along the ground. Let's see, here's another one. So, yeah, they're really producing. These are the mango peach, I think, or mango, whatever ones. The plant itself is growing like crazy. It's taking over the sunflowers, bringing them in. But not as much fruit on that. These are the Kajari melons. They're really starting to take off now. And actually, I've seen a couple on here. And today, while I was weeding, I actually found, you can see, there's that one. Maybe I should come to this side so you guys can actually see it. There's one right there. And there's one hanging. So there are a few. I got rid of most of my broccoli. Brussels sprouts, they're still doing really good. I'm actually going to be cutting a few of them off. Yeah, I got rid of the Romanesco. Once again, like I said last year, another reminder, I will not grow it again. Sometimes you just learn what you do like and what you don't like, and I have no luck with them, so why waste space? This is the cabbage, the Copenhagen. I left the plant after I pulled the head, and it's making a bunch of little ones. And then I did plant some potatoes there. I actually pulled one out on accident, just the top. So I think it'll still sprout again. But yeah, I'm excited for the carrots. And then these are the watermelons that I have quite a few on here. I got to get this stuff to climb better, but I don't know what I have going on here with this plant. It looks healthy besides that little bit of yellowing. And once again, there's more I have to train up. Watermelon doesn't like to go up. And then I have more over on this side. So these are cool. Kajaris. Okay, let's come on out to the back. You can see my path. It's actually doing really good. I'm excited about that. These teddy bear sunflowers, not all of them look to be like that. But this one's looking really pretty. I didn't know they were supposed to be so short. Thought they were supposed to be just a bit taller. But they're still really pretty. I mean, this is what I was envisioning. Just taller sunflowers. But those ones there are the moonshine sunflowers, and they are huge. But yeah, it's looking really pretty. I could start cutting these, I think, for some cut flowers. And my zinnia patch. I just love it. I probably should have done this whole thing in zinnias like I thought, but I'm gonna actually have to start picking some of these. Look how beautiful. Oh, I love them. I'm gonna have to pick myself a bouquet, however you say it. They're my favorite, always will be. And these red or orange cosmos, I like them a lot too. I want to keep some of the seeds for that. And I noticed I did knock this down, but I believe this might be an aster. That's pretty. So this was that Grandpa Jung's mix. Really pretty. And I meant to have another sunflower in it, but that fell. So yeah, these are the moonshine ones way up there, the tall ones. These are just some randoms that I planted, and this is where the zucchini was. So that is the end of it, but it's looking incredibly good, and I'm excited that I got it all weeded and looking so much better today.